have an idea, my father said. He walked to the corner of the room and beckoned the others over. Mr. Dunberg and Mr. Vincent gathered around him, along with the cameraman and Janet. They looked like a bunch of football players huddled together, ready to start playing the game. Soon, my father said, Peter, could you please come join us? Sure, Dad, I said. What is it? Peter, we want you to ride the toddler bike for us. Can you show Fudge how to do it? But he already knows how to ride, I said. Didn't you see him zooming around earlier? He won't do it for the cameras, though, my father explained, so we need your help. Will I be in the commercial, too? I said. Well, the toddler bike is more for young kids, Mr. Denberg said. Otherwise, we'd have you do it in a minute. You're just too old. I got the message. It was like buying shoes and like at Dr. Brown's office. They were going to use me to get Fudge to do what they wanted him to. I wondered how anybody would ever manage to take care of my brother if I weren't there to help. I walked over to Fudge and I told him I was going to ride the toddler bike. Excuse me, I said. Fudge held onto the bike handles. No, it's mine. It is not yours, my father told him. You're just borrowing it. But Fudge would not move at all. He closed his eyes and he started to scream. He screamed so loud. So my father had to pull him off the toddler bike. Fudge kicked and screamed, and I'll bet Mr. Vincent was sorry that he ever tried to pick my brother for this commercial. I got on the toddler bike. It was so small that my knees almost touched the ground, but I managed to ride around in it, just like the cameraman told me. See how nice Peter rides that toddler bike? Janet said. Here, Peter, come have an Oreo. You did so well, you can have 2 Oreos if you want. Fudge started screaming. Me! He said. What? My father asked him. Me, ride, me! You can't ride as well as Peter can, Mr. Denberg said. I can so, Fudge said back. I don't think so, Mr. Denberg said. You already had a turn and you didn't do what we told you to do. Me! You want to try again? My father asked. Again, said Fudge. Again. Well, I don't know, said Mr. Denberg. Well, Mr. Vincent said. Well, the cameraman said, scratching his beard. Please, Fudge asked. I never have heard my brother say please before. He must really want to do it. Mr. Vincent said, okay, we'll give you one more chance. Fudge ran to the toddler bike. I got off and he jumped on. Now? He asked Mr. Denberg. Now, said Mr. Denberg. Ride this way, Fudge. Over here, right towards me. Fudge did just like he was told. Just like Peter, he said. See, just like you, Brother Peter. Janet gave him a kiss on the cheek. She also gave me a kiss on the cheek and said, You saved the day, Peter Hatcher. She wasn't looking. I wiped that sticky kiss right off my face. Her kiss had some lipstick on it. Yuck.